YouTube, what is going on? Back on my latest video. Today I just want to show you guys some of my most recent sport card pickups. Got a lot of really cool things, a lot of vintage, some modern mixed in as well. So I want to show you guys what I've been picking up. So get right into it and see what I got. But before we do so, hit that like button down below. Let me know you guys are enjoying these videos. And as always, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button down below as well so your updates my most recent content. And hit that bell notification so you're alerted as soon as I post a new video. So like I said, just want to show you guys some of my most recent sport card pickups. Just some random things here and there. Like I said, some vintage stuff, some new stuff as well. And just kind of go through them one by one and tell you guys why I picked up each. So first up, this card might not mean much to most people, but if you're a Falcons fan like myself, pretty cool card. I saw it in the store and just had to pick it up. We have a Tommy Nobis card right there. I think this is 1970. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be completely off. But, you know, he's known as Mr. Falcon. I think he was our first draft pick ever. And he went on to have a pretty good career. Not a Hall of Fame career, but he's in the Falcons Ring of Honor. Linebacker, one of the better Falcons of all time. And definitely have to pick this one up. I didn't have any of his cards, so wanted to have this in the collection. Like it says right there, I paid $2. So, you know, a vintage card of a all-time franchise great. Just had to pick that up. It's not a rookie card, but it's a pretty early one in his career. Up next, this is a later one in the guy's career. We have a Fran Tarkenton, the same year. You know, I just thought this one was cool. You know, you always associate with Fran Tarkenton with the Vikings. But, you know, this one, I think maybe this is the early 70s. Because I think that's when Fran Tarkenton was on the Giants. But pretty cool card nonetheless. Vintage buy. Always like to have those in the collection. So up next, we have a modern card. You know, always mixing in a little bit of baseball. You know, I like to try to collect all sports and all-time greats in every single sport. And this guy I think is going to go down in the future as a Hall of Famer, so I've been starting to buy his cards as well. We have a Jose Ramirez Topps rookie right there. Just a regular Topps paper. I think there's a chrome. I haven't got that one in yet, but definitely plan on picking up some of his stuff for the Cleveland Guardians. You know, he had a great year this year. I think he's on a Hall of Fame path, and I'm starting to pick up his cards. Maybe something you guys might want to consider as well if you're into collecting future Hall of Famers. Jose Ramirez, very good player, and definitely, in my opinion, a future Hall of Famer. Speaking of Hall of Famers, this is a vintage card. It's in pretty poor shape, but still one I got for under $5, I believe, and I just think his cards are severely undervalued. We have a Oscar Robertson card from 1969 or 1970. I think it's from the 1969-70 season. Pretty cool card. It's one of those like tall boy cards, a little bit bigger than the the average size card, as you guys can see right here. So it's much bigger, but pretty cool card. It's in poor condition, like I said. It's probably gonna send this out to get graded, as well as the Jose Ramirez, but this card is probably a 1, but still very, very cool card. Like I said, I think these cards are undervalued. Oscar Robertson is arguably a top 10, definitely a top 20 player of all time in NBA history. And I just think his cards are pretty cheap. You know, definitely not for his rookie card, but the other ones I think are pretty good value. And this one's one I just had to have in the collection. Up next, two pretty cool cards. We have a 1972, I believe, yeah, 1972 Icy Bear Jerry Sloan. Jerry Sloan wasn't the greatest basketball player, but he definitely was one of the best coaches of all time. I think he only coached for the Utah Jazz. But, you know, all-time great Hall of Famer. And just really cool card to have him part of this set. This is one of my favorite sets of all time. You got the Icy Bear back there. I have some other stuff from Icy Bear, including the next card I'm going to show you guys. But that set in general is just a really, really cool looking set. Speaking of Oscar Robertson, we have the 1972 Icy Bear Oscar Robertson right there. Very cool card. This one's in pretty nice shape. I'm going to send this one to get graded. Hopefully it comes back high grade, which I think it will. As you can see, they're also pretty tall and actually even bigger than the last Oscar Robertson. But very, very cool card. I love these old vintage cards. I just think they're so iconic and, you know, definitely cool for the collection. So everything up next is actually already graded, and just random stuff I picked up here and there. These are been compiled over the last couple weeks or months, and I just wait till I have enough to make an actual video and show you guys. So up first, we have a 2014 Panini World Cup, Kevin De Bruyne. One of my favorite players, probably is my favorite player. I don't watch as much soccer as I would like, but definitely every time I watch, I try to catch his games. With Man City, him and Holland are, you know, really good players. World Cup's coming up very soon. Belgium's one of my favorite teams to watch, and happy to get this one. This is not a rookie card, but it is his first World Cup, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Very cool one. There are some parallels I might try to track down for this, and definitely plan on buying some more De Bruyne cards in the future. If you have any in your collection you're looking to get rid of, hit me up in the comment section below. I'd be happy to work something out with you. Another guy I think is a future Hall of Famer that I've been picking up and adding to the collection just because I think he's, you know, on his way to be all-time great, and I like to kind of invest in those kind of players I actually like, and that is a 2016 Prism Blue Jalen Ramsey, the PSA 9. The last one I think was a PSA 8 for De Bruyne, I think. Yeah, PSA 9 actually. So pretty cool card, light blue prism. This one is numbered out of 199. PSA 9. Jalen Ramsey, all the defensive guys, they don't get as much love as, you know, the quarterbacks and wide receivers, but the defensive guys, I think they're just undervalued. And, you know, my favorite college team is Florida State, so I had to pick up the Florida State guy. Jalen Ramsey's got a Super Bowl and, you know, a whole bunch of All-Pro and Pro Bowl nods. Definitely think he's a future Hall of Famer. Picking up a parallel for him, very cheap. Definitely a good deal. Had to have that one in the collection. Up next, a guy who's not in the Hall of Fame yet, but will definitely be a first ballot Hall of Famer. We got a 1997 Ultra Tim Duncan in a PSA 9. This is actually a pretty hard card to get. I think this one, there's only like 100 of these in a 9, and I think there's maybe 10 in a 10. It's a really hard card to get from the 90s, which is kind of surprising. This is a rookie. You know, Tim Duncan, one of the most underrated players of all time, even though he is, I would say most people have him top 15. Maybe some have top 10. But, you know, 5 championships. You know, I think he has the most all defensive teams of all time. I think that correct me if I'm wrong, but he's got a whole lot of accolades that not many people talk about because his game was boring, but he's definitely an all-time great. One of my favorite players from the 90s, and getting his rookie card in good shape. I do have the Topps Chrome one as well, so I think there's only a few other ones I have to get that are hard to get, but Tim Duncan, very, very cool card. And then finishing off, 2 cards that are one of the all-time greats, top 3 players of all time. We have a 1979 Kareem and an SGC 6. I've been buying a lot of Kareem stuff recently. I just think Kareem is an underrated player and also underrated celebrity in pop culture. You know, I think Kareem's impact has been lost over time, and I think more people appreciate it as time goes on. And I've just been getting Kareem stuff. I like Kareem. Kareem was it's a great guy, and I think his story needs to be told a little bit more. But very, very cool card. I love the SGC cases. I'm starting to like them more than PSA. Drop down in the comment section below which ones you like more. But very, very cool card. 1979 Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And last but not least, for finishing on another Kareem, we have the 1976 PSA 6 Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This is also one of those tall cards. Very, very cool card. These cards I think are harder to get in grade because they're, you know, bigger, so there's more things that could happen. But cool card. I think this is his 2nd year Lakers card. So very cool one to get in the collection. Definitely, like I said, going to try to get some more Kareem stuff in the collection. I think I sent out some to get graded, so we'll see what those come back when they come in. But just wanted to show you guys all the stuff that I've been getting. You know, some random odds and ends, some vintage, some modern. I like to collect everything that is interesting to me, and hopefully you guys found it interesting as well. So drop down in the comment section below what you guys have got in your collection, which of these you find interesting, and what you'll be trying to get in the future. So if you like this kind of videos, hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe if you're new. If you're into Funko Pops, check out my main channel at ThePopSavage. And if you're interested in following me on Instagram, check me out there at ThePopSavage. You can stay connected there too. Thanks again for watching, guys. Till next time, see you later.